In my last video, I reported on leaks surrounding next-generation Xbox, with price and release date leaking for both Xbox Series S and Xbox Series X. Yesterday, we got confirmation from Xbox itself that the Series S is indeed real. It is a diskless, sort of less powerful version of the Series X, and it's retailing at a very competitive $300 price point. And so this indicated that the other rumors, leaks, and reports were likely true. And now we know for sure that indeed Xbox Series X is gonna be released at a price point of $500, as the report stated, alongside Series S on November 10th, 2020. It is now official. And as far as Series S goes, there is a focus on 2K up to 120 FPS, ray tracing, variable rate shading, variable refresh rate, ultra-low latency, custom 512GB SSD, 4K streaming media playback, 4K upscaling for games, so on and so forth. And then here's a bit of the architecture for Series S, for those who are curious about that, an image of the internals. And then here's the Xbox official website highlighting the fact that Series S and Series X will launch on November 10th, and they also provide price points for the monthly payment program that they've got going that also includes Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and that actually saves you some money compared to buying Xbox Series X or Series S and Game Pass Ultimate separately at full price without the monthly plan. Beyond that, I want to talk today about Game Pass, because this is a subscription service whose value just seems to be getting better and better. They keep adding new stuff to Game Pass at no additional cost. Last time we talked about how Game Pass would be including xCloud, the Xbox cloud gaming service, at no additional cost. It's just something that you have there as an option if you want to game on the go on your mobile device and play a myriad of Xbox games that support cloud gaming. And today, the value of the $15 Game Pass Ultimate deal got better, as Microsoft has announced that if you have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you'll get EA Play subscription at no additional cost. And for those who don't know what EA Play is, it is EA's own subscription that comes with dozens upon dozens of EA published titles. And yes, we like to make fun of EA. Yes, EA has had a pretty awful track record these past few years, but that's not to say that all EA published games are bad. In fact, there are a number of EA published gems, from the Mass Effect trilogy to Titanfall 2, you name it, a Jedi Fallen Order. So there are some good EA games. And so with the free implementation of EA Play into Xbox Game Pass, all of those titles will now be readily available to anyone who is subscribed to this. So here's the official announcement on the official Xbox website. We are teaming up with Electronic Arts to provide Xbox Game Pass Ultimate and PC members with an EA Play membership at no additional cost starting this holiday. This means Ultimate members can enjoy EA Play on Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Windows 10 PCs, and Xbox Game Pass for PC members get EA Play on Windows 10. So it isn't just on consoles, on PC as well. If you want to play certain EA titles there, you'll just get those if you're subscribed to Game Pass Ultimate for that $15 a month. Very reasonable monthly price point given the huge library of games you're getting. And then the article adds, formerly known as EA Access and Origin Access, EA Play will bring the best of EA to Game Pass, including more than 60 of EA's biggest and best console and PC games, like FIFA 20, Titanfall 2, and Need for Speed Heat, as well as titles from some of EA's most popular franchises like Battlefield, Mass Effect, Skate, and The Sims. And they recently announced that they're working on a new Skate game, right? And so I imagine that the new Skate title will be coming to EA Play, which in turn will be coming to Xbox Game Pass on launch day. So if you're subscribed to Game Pass, you get the new Skate title basically on launch day at no additional cost. I mean, the value here is insane. It was already insane before, but it just keeps getting better somehow. Then here's the next bullet point: exclusive in-game challenges and rewards, special member-only content, discounts on EA digital purchases for DLC, games, and more. So that's right, with EA Play there are additional perks that come with it, and all those are readily available to you if you're subscribed to Game Pass Ultimate. It's just all included in this singular package. Access to trials of games for up to 10 hours from best-loved franchises and top titles like Madden, NFL 21, and FIFA 21. Stop bringing up these sports titles, for God's sakes, these casinos disguised as sports games. But indeed, EA has done some trials for certain games, and you will have access to those by subscribing to Game Pass Ultimate as well. And then finally, not only will EA Play titles be available on a console and PC this holiday, some of the best EA Play games will also be available for Game Pass Ultimate members to play on Android devices via the cloud at no additional charge. So EA Play is also being integrated with xCloud, essentially, allowing for cloud gaming for some of these EA titles. And so it's just one layer after another at no additional cost for Game Pass. And really, value seems to be the name of the game for Xbox, not only for this awesome subscription model, but also for the consoles themselves, which are priced very competitively. $500 for a 12 teraflop gaming device and $300 for a 4 teraflop gaming device. Like, these price points are on point when it comes to bang for buck. Game Pass's bang for buck just got better. And this is a great trend for Microsoft and for the Xbox brand as a whole. The buzz surrounding all of this has been fairly positive, and, you know, Game Pass will actually give you a chance to try EA games before you buy them. There are EA games I would never pay $60 for, but also there are a number of, especially older EA games, that I'd love to revisit. And now with Game Pass, I don't have to pay for them individually, and I don't have to directly subscribe to EA Play. I can do it via Game Pass and still get a chance to revisit some of these gems. And do keep in mind that Game Pass is just an extra option to play games. It isn't mandatory. You can still purchase games traditionally, physically and digitally. You can still own the games that you want to own, but for those who may be strapped for money, who cannot afford to pay $60 for every new release, this is an incredible alternative. And keep in mind that all Xbox first-party games will be launching on Game Pass on launch day with no additional caveats. Any game that Microsoft releases as a first-party exclusive just goes straight to Game Pass, and you can just download those games when they're available. So Game Pass subscribers just straight up won't be missing out on any of the major titles that Microsoft will end up releasing. And another bit of interesting news, in order to line up with Xbox Series S and X's release, Ubisoft has decided to push the release date for Valhalla forward, whereas before the game was supposed to release on November 17th, 2020. They pushed it forward by a week to November 10th so that people can get this game on launch day for Series X for the next-gen console. And to Ubisoft's credit, they are among the companies that are implementing free next-gen upgrades. They are specifically, I believe, using the smart delivery program that Microsoft set up, and so you purchase one version of the game and you get both the current-gen version and the upgraded next-gen version that takes advantage of the extra hardware prowess for enhanced loading times, better graphics, better performance, you name it. So just all around, the foundation of Xbox and the way they're pushing Game Pass so hard, and with Series S being a very cheap option for console Game Pass gaming, and with the option of a $500 more powerful Series X for the more hardcore gamers who love to play games in 4K and who want the best performance, I mean, this is a solid model here. The only piece of the puzzle that is uncertain right now is the games. Halo Infinite was delayed, so we don't know if Series X and Series S will launch with a killer app, a must-own title that will entice people to purchase these next-gen consoles. We don't know what's coming after launch. We don't know when certain highly anticipated titles like Hellblade 2, when that's coming out. We don't know what certain first-party studios that Microsoft recently acquired what they're working on, when those are going to come out. So what Microsoft really has to focus on right now is ensuring that they have a schedule of consistent, compelling first-party releases alongside, of course, the third-party releases. If they cannot really nail down the games, which has been a struggle for Xbox One, for the current generation of Xbox consoles, then, you know, it doesn't matter how great of a value the box is, because at the end of the day, software is what people look for more than anything. Software is what drives hardware sales and subscription sales for Game Pass more than anything. So fingers crossed that they've got some solid plans as far as game releases go. But for now, in terms of the foundation they've set up, in terms of the options people have for consoles that they can get and ways they can purchase games, whether it's traditional or subscription, and with Game Pass, getting that additional layer of value with EA Play just being added there to Game Pass at no additional cost, and all of the games that you can play through that. There is a lot going on here that I am very much rooting for. Just Xbox, make sure you got some compelling titles in development and ready to be released at a consistent pace. So that's my take on the barrage of Xbox news that we have been seeing as of late. PlayStation is still staying relatively quiet about release date, price, and launch titles, but no doubt we're going to hear from them soon, and I'm curious to see how they will respond, what their price point will be, what their release date will be, and how their launch lineup will compare to Xbox's. But until then, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on the latest Xbox news, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.